The country director of the African Initiative for Transparency, a former president of Pengasen, Brown Ogbeifun, has called on the government to urgently put measures in place to cushion the effect of subsidy removal, which brought pains to the people. Ogbeifun, who said this during an interaction with AIT on fair subsidy removal and hike in petrol pump price across the country, wants government to come to the people's aid.
I also empathize with the new government. I empathize with them because this is a project they couldn't have inherited. Previous Nigerian government would have dealt with it before this time. I had said some time ago that the president that would take over from Buhari would think and hope that he never became a president. Why? Because we saw it coming. Subsidy had become a very huge scam. As a union president, we canvassed to the government that they should not remove subsidy, but that if they want to remove subsidy, there were certain things they should have done. First of all, fix your refineries. Secondly, dredge the Atlas Cove, remove the transshipment costs, and so on and so forth. That will make you also remove the demurrage that you are acquiring so that bigger vessels can come and discharge. All right? Ask the multinationals to also refine 50% of their crude in-house. But how can they refine it in-country when at the end of the day, you'll find out that whatever you are refining may not get to their destination?
He called on the government to be open and tell Nigerians the programs and policies in place to reduce the harsh economic situation in the country.
Once and for all. And let us see how they are going to reinvest the money they are acquiring into the education of our children, into agriculture, all right, and into the health care of the people. If, for instance, people don't suffer lack of access to good education, good health, and food, for instance, Nigerians are not going to complain much. In the advanced nation, one thing people have access to is food, cheap food. So what do? They subsidize production, not consumption. Here, we want to subsidize consumption by the elite. I think what has happened is not just a personal thing, and I think people should know that also whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu does it now or not, the PIA stipulates in clear terms that the total deregulation is what will happen at the end of the day.
By the way, from